Hey there, future certified pros. If you're gearing up for an AWS IAM certification exam or just want to solidify your understanding of identity and access management, you're in the right place. And today we're going to guide you about IAM, one of the most crucial services in the AWS ecosystem.
That's right. Mastering IAM isn't just key to passing your exam, it's also essential for managing cloud security in real-world scenarios. So, let's get started.
So, what exactly is IAM? In simple terms, IAM, or Identity and Access Management, is a service for managing access to AWS resources. It allows you to create and manage users, groups, and roles, and to define who has access to what resources within the AWS accounts.
Think of IAM as the gatekeeper for your AWS resources. It ensures that the right people have the right level of access, no more, no less. This is a fundamental concept for any AWS certification, especially those focused on security or architecture.
Let's dive into some core concepts. The first thing you'll need to know are the four main IAM components: users, groups, roles, and policies.
Users are individual accounts, groups are collections of users, roles provide temporary credentials for specific tasks, and policies are the rules that define what actions are allowed or denied. Understanding these components is crucial for both exams and real-world AWS management.
Now, let's talk about managing users and groups. In your AWS environment, you'll often need to create users for specific team members and group them based on their roles, like developers or admins.
Once you have your users and groups, you'll apply policies to define what each group or user can do. For example, you might give your developers group access to S3 buckets, but restrict them from managing billing. This is a common scenario you'll encounter in both your certification exams and real-world AWS projects.
IAM policies are the backbone of access management. There are two types: managed and inline. Managed policies are reusable across multiple users, groups, or roles, while inline policies are attached directly to a specific entity.
That's right, managed policies are great for consistency and scalability, while inline policies give you more granular control, often used for unique access requirements. Roles in IAM are a bit different. Instead of being tied to a specific user or group, roles are designed to be assumed temporarily by anyone who needs them, like an EC2 instance running a script.
Understanding the distinction between roles and users or groups is vital. Roles are often used in cross-account access scenarios or when an AWS service needs to interact with other services securely. Now, let's cover some best practices or techniques. AWS recommends enabling multi-factor authentication, MFA, for added security, using the principle of least privilege, and regularly rotating credentials.
These best practices aren't just for exams, they're essential for maintaining a secure AWS environment. Make sure you understand how to implement these practices, as they are often tested in certification scenarios.
When it comes to the exam, IAM questions typically revolve around applying the concepts we've discussed to real-world scenarios. You might be asked to troubleshoot access issues or decide on the best IAM configuration for a given situation.
Focus on understanding how IAM components work together, and remember that AWS often tests your knowledge of the principle of least privilege. Being able to apply this principle in different contexts is key to passing your exam.
Alright folks, that's the end of today's video. By now, you should have a solid understanding of IAM and feel confident when preparing for your exam. If you want to prepare or practice using accurate practice tests, visit pass4future.com and try our free demo questions to start preparing for your upcoming certification exam.